Blues Guitarist is a full-featured multimedia music program with professional recordings in classic blues styles. Plus, powerful multimedia features for fun and learning. Every note of these recordings shows up on the screen in real time, on the piano keyboard display, and in the notation window. As well as notation, this screen has a guitar fretboard that shows every guitar note exactly as it's played, a guitar tablature, and chord symbols. The music scrolls by in real time with the recording, and each note highlights in red as it's played, and the bent or blue notes are even colored blue. Click on the print button to print out a perfect chart with chords and tablature, and use it to follow along or practice. These are multi-track digital audio recordings. Each instrument, guitar, bass, drums, and piano, is recorded on a separate track for you to control. Solo any instrument just by clicking on the solo button, or mute it with the mute button. You can choose just what tracks you want to hear. There's more control in the Audio Controls MIDI mixer, where all of the tracks can be remixed or overall program settings can be reset. Use these features to learn and practice the songs. You can join the group by muting a part and playing it yourself. Or you could solo your part to study it alone. You'll notice that the group keeps playing in the background to give you a reference track, but if you want to hear your solo full strength, then just click on full solo strength. Features like these make it easy to learn to play the blues. There's a guitar and piano MIDI accompaniment for each blues song. You can choose to play either the audio recording or the MIDI accompaniment alone, or both audio and MIDI together, and maybe try out some different MIDI patches. Or go to the special audio and silent MIDI mode to show the MIDI notes without playing them. To take a closer look at the song, step through the MIDI accompaniment note by note. Pause the playback with the space bar on your computer keyboard, and then use the arrows on the notation toolbar to move ahead or to move back, note by note. When you're ready to return to normal playback, just hit the spacebar again. It's easy to jump to different locations in the song by clicking anywhere in the audio wave overview, or choose a section from the drop-down list. The loop feature will repeat the section of your choice as often as you want. There are lots of choices for the loop point. It could be the current screen or the current section, or loop any number of bars. Just make your choice and enable the loop feature. The section will repeat until the loop button is clicked again to go back to normal play. The half-speed playback button slows the tempo to half speed, but keeps the pitch the same by switching to MIDI playback. You can change the pitch of the audio with the key transpose arrows. Click on them to transpose up or down by a half a tone, and notice that the notation transposes at the same time. As we come to the end of this song, you'll notice that another one automatically loads and plays, and that's because we're in jukebox mode. Clicking on the All button will play all of the selections in the program without stopping, like a jukebox or a CD carousel. Make a playlist of favorites and then play them with the Favorites button. With the previous song and the next song buttons, you can step through your playlist one song at a time. The jukebox will keep playing in the background while you work in other programs. There's even more to the Blues Guitarist than all of these great musical features. There are a lot of other features for fun and learning. The introduction has a description of the program, an interesting history of the development of the electric guitar, and a complete overview of the history of the blues, from their roots to the blues revival that began in the 60s and continues to this day. All songs are listed with descriptions in the tune list. Play any song just by clicking on its title, and go directly to the tune notes by clicking on More Notes. The tune notes take you inside the performances with examples of great blues playing. Click on the speaker button to hear an example, or click on the notation button to hear the example and to see notation and tablature and guitar and keyboard display. This is the way to learn the licks and tricks that the pros use. For precision tuning, plug your guitar into the line-in of your sound card and tune it with the built-in guitar tuner. The tuner will generate reference tones, and it has a help file that's full of helpful tuning tips. For beginners, it describes advanced guitar techniques. It also explains how to read tablature, and it has a description of the electric guitar and all its parts. The list of guitarists is a who's who of the blues. It tells you about the careers of these great players, and it gives you suggestions for listening to outstanding recordings. Learn more about the blues or test your knowledge with the blues trivia. There are two ways to play trivia: the progressive blues trivia, where each answer leads into the next question, or the competitive trivia game that keeps score for up to 4 players. There's a collection of colored guitar pictures that shows all of the different types and finishes of electric guitars. You can use these pictures for your own illustrations and just click on the thumbnail to see a full-size picture. You could even make a custom wallpaper for your desktop. Use the online tutorial to get a quick introduction to all of the fun and the power of the blues guitarist. When you're ready to get in depth with the program, go to the online help for all the information you need to become a power user. Whether you're a fan or a player, the Blues Guitarist is a great way to get inside the thrill of electric blues.